Have you ever felt like you are working hard, but somehow you're still staying in the same place? You want to improve, you want more confidence, more success, more discipline, more growth, but despite your good intentions, nothing seems to change. The truth is, sometimes the problem is not what you are doing, it is what you keep doing. Because every habit is a vote for the person you are becoming. And whether you realize it or not, your daily habits are shaping your future. Some habits move you forward, others quietly keep you stuck. The dangerous part is that many of these habits feel normal, comfortable, harmless, but over time, they can cost you years of progress. So today we're going to talk about 5 habits that may be holding you back. And if you can stop these habits, you can begin changing your life. Habit number 1: stop breaking promises. Think about how many times you have told yourself, I will start tomorrow, I will wake up earlier, I will go to the gym, I will work on my goals. But tomorrow comes and nothing changes. Most people do not realize it. But every time you break a promise to yourself, you lose a little trust in yourself. You start believing maybe you cannot do it, maybe I will never change. But the problem is not that you are incapable. The problem is that you have stopped believing your own words. Now, imagine the opposite. Imagine making a promise and keeping it, even a small one. You say you will walk for 10 minutes and you did it. And you say you will read one chapter and you did it. And you say you will wake up earlier and you did it. Little by little, you begin trusting yourself again. And that is where confidence starts. Not when other people believe in you, when you believe in yourself. Because you have proven to yourself that your words mean something. Many people are waiting for confidence, but confidence does not magically appear one morning. Confidence is built, and one of the fastest ways to build it is by keeping your word to yourself. Think about someone you trust. Why do you trust them? Because they do what they say they will do. The same is true with yourself. When you repeatedly follow through on your commitments, you begin trusting yourself again. And when you trust yourself, you stop doubting every decision you make. That is why small promises matter, because small promises eventually become a strong character. So start small. Do not make huge promises. Make promises you can keep and keep them, because every promise you keep is a vote for the person you are becoming. Habit number 2: stop waiting to feel ready. A lot of people spend their lives waiting for confidence, waiting for motivation, waiting for certainty, waiting for the perfect moment. But the perfect moment rarely comes, and confidence rarely arrives before action. Most successful people did not feel ready when they started. They were nervous, unsure, afraid, but they moved anyway. And that is what changed everything. Action creates confidence. Action creates clarity. Action creates momentum. You do not become ready by waiting. You become ready by doing. Think about it. The person who started the business was not completely ready. The person who started going to the gym was not completely ready. The person who created their first video was not completely ready. The person who changed their life was not completely ready. They simply took the first step, and then another and another. Most people think successful people are fearless, but often they are simply willing to move before they feel ready. That is the difference. The truth is that nobody feels completely ready, not for a new job, not for a new business, not for a new relationship, not for a big opportunity. There will always be uncertainty. There will always be fear. There will always be reasons to wait. But waiting rarely changes everything. Action changes things. The people who grow are not the people who know everything. They are the people willing to learn while moving forward. And sometimes the confidence you are looking for only appears after you take the first step. So stop asking, what if I fail? And start asking, what happens if I never begin? because the life you want is often waiting on the other side of your first step. Habit number three, stop chasing perfection. Perfection is one of the biggest reasons people stay stuck. They want the perfect plan, the perfect strategy, the perfect opportunity, the perfect version of themselves. But perfection is a moving target. No matter how much you prepare, you never feel completely ready. That is why perfection is dangerous. Because while you are trying to get everything perfect, life keeps moving. Days pass, weeks pass, months pass, and suddenly another year is gone. Remember this: perfection is the enemy of progress. Progress does not require perfection. Progress only requires movement. One step, one lesson, one improvement at a time. Many people spend so much time trying to make everything perfect and that they never finish anything. They start a project, then restart it, then change the plan, then wait for a better time. And before they know it, months have passed. The people who succeed are not always the most talented. Often, they are simply the people who finish, the people who keep moving, the people who continue even when things are not perfect. Progress may be slow, but slow progress is still progress, and progress always beats standing still. You do not need to be perfect today. You just need to be better than yesterday. And if you keep doing that, your life eventually look completely different. Habit number 4, stop consuming all day. Most people spend hours consuming, watching videos, scrolling social media, reading posts, comparing themselves to everyone else. And while learning is important, consuming without creating can become a trap because knowledge without action changes nothing. You can watch motivational videos all day, but if you never apply what you learn, your life stays the same. So ask yourself, how much time do I spend consuming? And how much time do I spend creating, writing, building, practicing, learning a skill, working on a goal? Creating is where growth happens. Creating is where confidence grows. Creating is where opportunities are built. Many people confuse learning with progress. They watch another video, read another article, listen to another podcast, and convince themselves they are moving forward. But preparation is not the same as progress. At some point, you have to stop watching other people build their lives and start building your own. Imagine spending 1 year creating instead of only consuming, writing your ideas, practicing your skills, building your business, improving your craft, learning by doing. How different would your life look? Most people are entertained by other people's dreams. Very few people spend enough time building their own. Do not spend your entire life watching what is possible. Go create something, no matter how small, because every great achievement starts with a small creation. The world rewards creators, the people who write, the people who build, the people who solve problems, the people who create value. Spend less time watching life happen. Spend more time building it. Habit number 5, stop avoiding discomfort. This may be the most important habit of all because growth lives on the other side of discomfort. The difficult conversation, the workout you do not feel like doing, the project you have been avoiding, the fear you have been postponing. Most people spend their lives avoiding discomfort. They choose what is easy, what is familiar, what is comfortable. But comfort has a price. Comfort keeps you where you are. Growth asks more from you. Growth asks you to become uncomfortable, to take risks, to try, to fail, to learn, to keep going. The truth is, everything valuable requires discomfort. Building confidence is uncomfortable. Building discipline is uncomfortable. Building a business is uncomfortable. Losing weight is uncomfortable. Learning a new skill is uncomfortable. Having difficult conversations is uncomfortable. That is why so many people stay stuck. They want the reward, but they avoid the discomfort required to earn it. Think about the things you are most proud of in your life. Chances are they were not easy. You had to work for them. You had to struggle for them. You had to overcome challenges to achieve them. That is because growth and comfort rarely live in the same place. The more comfortable you become with discomfort, the more opportunities begin opening in your life. Because most people run away from difficult things. When you learn to face them, you immediately separate yourself from the crowd. And that is where real growth begins. Successful people are not people who love discomfort. They simply stop running from it. They understand that temporary discomfort often creates long term growth. This is why I challenge you every day. Do one difficult thing, one thing that makes you uncomfortable, one thing that pushes you forward. Because every time you face discomfort, you become stronger, more disciplined, more resilient, more confident. And over time, those difficult moments begin changing your life. So, change your habits, change your life. Think about where you could be 1 year from now. Not if you get lucky, not if everything goes perfectly, but if you stop these 5 habits, stop breaking promises, stop waiting to feel ready, stop chasing perfection, stop consuming all day, stop avoiding discomfort. Imagine the person you could become: more confident, more disciplined, more focused, more resilient, a completely different version of yourself, not because of one life changing moment, but because of small choices repeated every day. Remember this: your future is hidden inside your daily habits. The things you repeatedly do eventually become the life you repeatedly live. So, if you want a different life, start with different habits. Because when your habits change, your life changes.